Hi, Joy Horner here, returning from my travels, so I'm a little bit jaded and practicing the self-care. But I'm really excited because our Birthkeeper's Path course starts on the 1st of February, which is fast approaching. Now, we have a full cohort for this year, so this isn't advertising, but if you want to join us next year, you can make an inquiry now and we'll put you on the waiting list. We only have a small cohort so that we can provide individualised tutoring throughout the course. So some of the big themes that run throughout our course, starting in the first module, are our collective herstory as women. And I was introduced to this 10 years ago when I did my shamanic midwifery training with Jane Hardwicke Collings. The idea that history's been written from a male perspective, it blew my mind. I hadn't even thought of that before 10 years ago. But we learn something, hopefully, each day as we age. So the underlying herstory, the taking away of our voices and our power and our sacred rites and ceremonies and how we care for people in childbirth, and how we were then demonized as witches and killed for our knowledge and our power, and how this became the cult of the expert. Men were seen as the expert. They infiltrated the birth space. They were the inquisitors, mostly of women, and they became the experts who we all look to keep us safe and look after us. And this dreadful witch wound that so many of us carry as birth workers, because if we speak up, if we talk out of line, if we are seen as anything but controllable, there's a fear that we'll be killed. Metaphorically, not actually, but we could be destroyed, absolutely destroyed, by bad publicity, in some states going to prison. So we have to be really careful about the boundaries of our care and the descriptions of what we do and don't do. And I was talking about this recently to birth workers in France who were on an immersion out there to learn more and more about being in service to birthing families and how to define your role and acknowledge the fear, and acknowledge that women and birthing people who come through our practice already themselves have the witch wound and the fear of authority and the fear of getting it wrong and being a bad girl and all that rubbish. So really excited to be launching this really exciting course, because it is the best Birthkeeper course in Glastonbury, without a doubt. In Somerset, without a doubt, because it is so holistic. It is drawing from not only my experience, but the experience of my co-teacher, Jady Mountjoy, who's been a doula for about 20 years. I was a nurse and a midwife for nearly 40 years. I'm now in my fourth year as a birthkeeper. Ex-independent midwife. That's an independent midwife for 16 years, registered midwife for 21 years. So you can see the broad spectrum of medical knowledge, anatomy and physiology, how to liaise with the system when you need to, and how to inform our clients of their rights and choices, and how to get the best out of maternity care possible without falling into the traps of believing everything they're told. Yeah, you can look up Jady's and my background, what our pedigree is, elsewhere. But needless to say that we haven't just done the Birthkeeper work. Yeah, we've delved into spiritual and shamanic realms and body work and breath work and integrative baby therapy and counselling and yeah, because I've lived to a certain age and hopefully I'm still learning and still improving. So yeah, if you want to know more about the Birthkeeper's Path course, do drop us a line, and yeah, see you next time.